Grown adults were getting in fights, and even more worse are the people that didn't get their cups were crashing out. And even more worse are not only were these cups $30, but now that they are all sold out, they are selling between $600 and $700, and this is where it gets even more sadder.
Now these customers are saying they're going to kill us and kidnap us until we give them a teddy bear cup. Like, what's going on?
The Starbucks Bear Glass Cup that launched today caused so much drama, and y'all, it was absolutely crazy.
Sir, we can't serve you the bear. We don't have any more for you.
There was one more. She took it to the back.
We won't be serving you today. We won't be selling you a bear. Everybody else was online and they came early, so you won't
They're
be getting
refusing
one
to give me the bear.
Go
ahead.
Says you were not here.
Oh, all right, Karen.
We saw you
All right,
photos.
that's fine.
Yeah,
On the
we got
photos,
photos
bring
and
up the
everybody's
photos.
here.
I was on the opposite side. I was on the entrance, and they were on the exit.
You're escalating the situation.
I'm not. I'm in line, just like everybody else.
Everybody else was in line out there.
I was in line the
at
same way.
7:15, you
I was
were
in
not
line.
Standing
I'm
in
showing
line.
you the message that I was here at 5:20.
You were in your car. You were not
I
standing
came
in
out of the
line.
car at 5:30.
No, you did
Yes,
not.
I did.
No,
I
you
was
did. You were
standing
not
by the
in
entrance.
Line.
That's not true.
Yes,
That's
you
not
were
true.
not in
Can you
line.
show me the cameras, please?
I cannot show you the cameras.
Okay, then how can you not show me the cameras? You're claiming I wasn't here, but you can't even show me the cameras.
$300 to everyone for their cups.
I just asked. I could ask the same way, right?
Because you were not in line.
No, I was here.
Sir, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave.
I was here.
I understand that you were here.
I was here.
I'm saying that you were
All
here
right.
in your car.
No, I
You
was
were
outside
not in
on the.
the
I was in the
line
front of the entrance.
with the rest of the guests.
I was
You
in
were
the
not
front of
in
the
line.
entrance.
So you were not in line.
I was in the front of the entrance. I was in the entrance, not on the exit portion.
Okay.
They should have lined up on the entrance
So
portion.
they were already lined up.
I was
So
I was in the entrance.
I'm not going to be able to let you cut in front of all these people because the other people
Cut in front of
were
who?
line.
I was here.
They were
I was here at
already
5:30.
in line outside.
I've been
You
sitting
were
in
not
my
standing
car.
In line. You
I
were
sat
in
in
your
car
Exactly.
at
So you're in your
5:20.
car. You were not
At 5:30,
in line.
I came into line.
You were not.
Yes, I did.
No,
I
you
was at
were
the
not.
entrance.
No, you were not.
Yes, I was.
At 7, you were not in line.
Yes, I was.
In line with the rest of the guests.
They
So
they
you-
moved their line over to the
So
entrance
you decided
after
that you were going to make your own line so that you could get in
it's
front
the
of everyone?
entrance of.
I understand.
I
but there
didn't
was
want to get in front of
already-
everyone. I was
already-
standing there.
There was already people in line.
I've been standing there since 5:30
There was already people in line.
on the other side.
Yes. So
Yes,
they were
and they
already
were there
in
since
line.
5:30 too.
Exactly.
Okay, so I was
And
on the
line
other side.
continued to build, and you made your own line.
They had to come to the entrance anyways, right?
Correct. but
Okay,
were
so they
alre-
should have lined
they
up
were-
at the entrance,
they
not
were
at the
already
exit.
in line.
Show me the cameras.
I can't show you the
All
cameras.
right, you could show me the cameras.
No, I
if you're
can't.
you're claiming I wasn't here, so show me the cameras.
I'm not saying you weren't here. I'm saying you were not in line.
Okay,
with
so
the
I
rest
was
of the
here,
guests.
but
Okay,
now
I'm
you're
gonna ask
saying
you to
that
leave.
I'm gonna try to buy the cup first.
Okay, we're not going to serve you, unfortunately.
Well, you have to.
No, I don't. I can ask you to leave. I'm going to ask you to leave because you're causing.
This
a
is
scene. You're being
Starbucks. This
disruptive
isn't
to everybody.
Target.
This is
I'm not being
Target.
disruptive. I'm being very respectful right
And I
now.
understand, and I'm trying to, but what I'm saying is that you were not in line with the rest of the guests. It's not fair
I
to the
was
other
in
people
line.
that were in
I
line.
was in line from 5:30.
with the rest of the guests.
I was in line from 5:30. Show me the cameras, please.
I can't show you the cameras.
But you can. You're claiming something.
No, I
and
can't show you the
You
cameras.
can though.
No, I can't.
Why not?
I legally
She
cannot
said that she
show
was
you
gonna
the
look at the cameras.
I cannot show you the
So
cameras.
go look at the cameras. Tell me if I was in line or
No,
not.
I'm gonna ask you to leave.
Why? I was in
Because
line.
you were not-
You can't deny me service just because you think that I wasn't here when I was here.
There were other people. That
They
were
could say whatever
here
they
in line
want. They
before you.
they don't know. They could say anything they want because they're not gonna get a cup.
I understand.
All right,
that.
you could take photos. You could take photos. You could take photos as much as you want. You could take photos. I'm not disturbing anybody. Trust me. I'm being very, very respectful.
Sir, we can't serve you the bear. We don't have any more for you.
There was one more. She
No.
took it to the back.
We won't be serving you today. We won't be selling you a bear. Everybody else was online and they came early, so you won't
They're
be getting
refusing
one today.
to give me the bear. I was here at 5:30. Same as everybody else in this line. They're refusing to give me the bear.
Right over there, sir. If you want to wait even
So
more.
you're not gonna serve me. You're not gonna sell me the beer.
All
right.
That's up to you. But again, I'm not serving you. So if you want to step off to the side,
Wow,
that's
that's
fine. Or if
crazy.
you want to go to the
Smile for the
exit.
camera. Yeah. Oh, Karen. Relax, Karen.
And not only that, you got this whole crowd pointing you out too.
Oh,
so go
okay.
right
They're
ahead.
all pointing me out. They should have lined up at the entrance, not the exit. All right, but there's only one more bear left, anyways. So none of you guys are getting a bear. None of you guys are getting a bear. Anyways, you're getting the bear though. Cool.
all this is happening because of a bear. Mind you, Starbucks released or came out with a glass bear cup that is going viral, and apparently it's like $30. And it's getting resold for hundreds of dollars. I even looked on eBay yesterday to see how much people were buying this glass bear that's originally sold at $30. And no, there's nothing special about the bear. It's literally $30. It's a cup that's in the shape of a bear that is made out of glass that has a little hat on it and a straw coming out of it. People were buying it for hundreds of dollars. I've seen a price up to $300. It's so crazy that many people are lined up out the store for a bear. And I was talking to my girl the other day or yesterday about it. And she was like, yeah, you know, people are really going crazy about this bear. Like, it's just a bear. And there's two sides to look at this in, right? Because you got the producer and you have the consumer. The producers are the ones who create and give out. And so Starbucks is profiting off of a glass bear they probably didn't even know was going to go viral. On the flip side, you have the consumers, the people who want the bear that bad to stand in line 4 hours in order to drink out of a glass cup. And it's nothing special about it. It's purely a status symbol, apparently. It's crazy what people will do to the extent to acquire that item. It's so crazy to me.
The Starbucks Bear Glass Cup that launched today caused so much drama, and y'all, it was absolutely crazy. First of all, the employees actually came in around 3:45 a.m. and they were taking stuff off the shelves themselves. Before their shift even started, you can see this employee in the back. She has one of the glass cups. You guys, I thought they only had one glass cup. It was actually two. So when she removed it, there was one in the back. Then another employee goes and removes the Hello Kitty barista off of the shelf and also takes it to the back as well. Now you can clearly see the Hello Kitty in the back of the register getting rung up by one of the employees. Needless to say, people were going off.
I came at 1 a.m. because I knew they told me they were going to have 2 bears.
As soon as those doors opened, I sprinted to get the last glass bear, and I also got this adorable little like keychain set, but I wasn't too sure about the keychains. They were $14.95 a piece. They also had, of course, their new holiday menu up. I love Starbucks holiday menus. They also had these little like Starbucks bear.
At this point, Starbucks is literally a coffee industry, but they're like Apple. Like the way they have people acting over their products. Oh, I heard they had 2 bears left, so I hurried to the store to get one of the bears to find out that the bear was already taken by an employee. Even the employees, the people who are getting paid by this company, are wanting the items. That's how you know you got a successful business. Shout out to Starbucks. Shout out to Starbucks. We may not like what's going on in the economy right now, and the bear is not a priority, but shout out to Starbucks for making people focus on bears. I hope there are some people who are in there trying to flip it because of all the hype, and they can come up with a profit. But oh my gosh, what is going on?
Starbucks, y'all got to get y'all shit together. Y'all had y'all customers wake up at 2 a.m, get in their car and drive to your store to wait in line hours before the store open up, only to have employees get there 5 minutes before y'all open and buy the teddy bear cup that y'all are advertising for people. And this is on video. And these employees in the video did not give 2 shits that they were being recorded. With that being said, I believe that Starbucks will end up firing those employees because y'all are making the company look bad by doing that. And to the people that woke up at 2 a.m. to go wait in line at Starbucks for that cup, imagine if you applied that same dedication to things in your life that's important, how much more you would accomplish. Because we all have something we can dedicate our time to that's more important and more beneficial than waking up early to go get a Starbucks cup. But hey, you ain't got enough time, right?
Shout out to my guy right here because he's speaking the truth. Truth is, they already do that without the bear. And I like Starbucks. Do I get it every morning? No, because it's way less expensive for me to just make a cup of coffee in a Keurig machine and just leave, and then I can get a whole bunch of coffee for, you know, a fraction of the cost at Starbucks. But sometimes I do go to Starbucks. I do like the environment. I do work in there sometimes. Shout out to the free Wi-Fi as well. But on the serious side, it's like people already rush to Starbucks just to get coffee so they can be prepared in the morning for work. So the way I see it is Starbucks has already built an audience of people who are willing to wake up early in the morning to get something they feel like they need in order to start their day. Let me know, are you a coffee drinker? I am now. I used to be a heavy energy drinker, but too many preservatives, too many additives, and I decided to go to coffee because it can be more natural. And eventually I'm going to get off of coffee too, but it is delicious. And I love the energy boost that I do feel. So shout out to Starbucks again for building a culture of people who want their products early in the morning.
Can anyone address the literal psychosis that Starbucks people are going into over this teddy bear cup? Because I'm confused. I've had 20 videos on my For You page today where people are like, yeah, I just woke up at 3 a.m. to go get the Starbucks teddy bear cup. Bring that back. You woke up at 3 a.m., the devil's hour, the witching hour, to go get into an invisible line to get the teddy bear cup from... Okay, let me look up what this teddy bear cup is. Okay, cool. I've seen that at TJ Maxx every single year. I see people in the comments being like, yeah, I had to buy 3 to 4 today. Okay, wait, you bought 3 to 4 cups. A cup is $30. Okay, quick math. 4 times 30, 4 times 30, 120. 120, 120, 120. You just spent $120 on a Starbucks cup that you could have gotten at TJ Maxx for probably $12. Okay, wait. Right now, can I please see your credit score? And the baristas are acting like these people are threatening them for their lives, because I keep seeing baristas being like, yeah, they did a scarcity effect. They only sent the stores like 3 to 4 of them. Now these customers are saying they're going to kill us and kidnap us until we give them a teddy bear cup. Like, what's going on? Why are people going into psychosis?
I don't know if that's even true. I mean, getting kidnapped for a glass cup, that's kind of hard to believe, wouldn't you think? Let me know in the comment section down below if you have heard anything like that. I mean, I haven't, but hey, knowing that she said that people are buying multiple cups, knowing that she said that they released the cup like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, I do have to look back off of what I just said, which is people are already used to getting up early in the morning to get a cup of coffee at Starbucks. 2 to 3 o'clock in the morning, most people aren't getting up to go to work. And the truth is, those people are diehards for the brand. Now, I do believe that some people are literally buying it just because they want to resell it. A lot of people who resell things will do that because that's their hustle and they know they can get 100+% on their return and it'll be quick because it's a trend. But I don't believe wholeheartedly everybody is rushing to the store in order to get this cup just so they can have it. At the end of the day, social media probably blew this up. And you might not have known, but a lot of luxury brands like Coach or Louis Vuitton, they literally only ship stores a certain quantity of a product because they want their customer base to know, hey, we only have one more. But it's like they only have one more at this location, you know, and so they put themselves in an emotion. They put their customers in an emotional state of being in order to get them to make a decision, even though they don't need the product. It's like, oh my gosh, it's only one more. I have to get it because look how many people are in the store, or how many people are going to come in after me, or how long is this purse going to be out in the back until, you know, somebody buys it, you know, in the next couple minutes or couple hours, you know? So these stores know what they're doing when they give you a limited supply. Again, it's supply and demand, like I said earlier.
You mean grown adults are getting in fights over these Starbucks bear cup? People are showing up to Starbucks at 4 in the morning and camping out just to get their hands on this Starbucks teddy bear cup. Where the insanely long lines to buy these teddy bear cups were chaotic. Grown adults were getting in fights, and even more worse are the people that didn't get their cups were crashing out. And even more worse are not only were these cups $30, but now that they are all sold out, they are selling between $600 and $700. And this is where it gets even more sadder. Starbucks seemingly tricked all these people, as a lot of Starbucks employees are saying that their store only got like 6 or 7 bear cups shipped to them. So most of these people camping never had a chance anyways. And even allegedly, a lot of these Starbucks employees were buying the cups before they could get on the shelf. And this is where it gets even more patheticer. Instead of spending $30 camping out and getting in fights, you can basically buy the same cup on Amazon for $20. This is literally just the Labubu and Stanley cup all over again. And a lot of people are saying that with the current state of the world, people that are buying these Starbucks cups are tone deaf. Meanwhile, these literally look like baby sippy cups. Would you buy the Starbucks teddy bear cup?
This was a sick, cruel thing that Starbucks did as a social experiment for all of us, for people. Because all we have to look forward to is freaking bear cups.
That is crazy. Like when I looked yesterday, people were again selling it for like $100 to $300. The fact that people are, oh my God, like I might want to get one of these cups. I'm not going to I might come up on one of the videos, the next video, and show you that I got a Starbucks cup. I purely buy it just to resell it. Whew. And people are apparently mad that Starbucks pulled this, but again, luxury brands do this all the time. I mean, at the end of the day, they profited from it and people are happy when they get the cups. I see nothing wrong with it. It's more about like, if you got it, you're happy. If you don't get it, you're not happy.
That beer cup from Starbucks, listen, I ain't got nothing to say to y'all who was out there doing the absolute most trying to get that cup. And I'm going to tell you why. Because I'm consumerism's final boss. While I was not out there trying to get that cup, I'm not going to act like I'm above it. Right? It's many things I've stood in line for, camped out for. I'm a retired sneakerhead. I'm not new to this, right? I'm very familiar with camping out and doing the most to try to get something. And I ain't got nothing to say to y'all. What I will say is thank God for elevation in life, because I have now got to a point where I do not participate in the cup stuff. Now, don't get me wrong. There's still something that I'm willing to stand outside for. It just ain't cups and stuff no more. Because I just realized that little phase of me being obsessed with Starbucks cups, Stanley cups, or Waller cups, when I moved, it was like a wake-up call when I seen how many cups I owned that I don't do nothing with, and that it was just really a waste of money, right? And that's the type of realization I have to have with most things that I be getting caught up in consumerism on, is me realizing that at the end of the day, most of the time, once that little high go away, I don't even really mess with whatever the thing was no more, and I really just wasted a lot of money. So that's just my 2 cents on it. I hope everybody who wanted their little bear cup got one. I heard that the Targets had more stock than the actual standalone Starbucks stores. So hopefully they'll restock for the people who didn't get one. But I see y'all, I understand. I ain't got nothing bad to say to y'all. I get it.
Just like I said earlier, people are not used to, like, people are already used to this. Like sneakers, iPhones, video games back in the day before you could just download them on the system. I remember being a teenager and not having a job. So I had to ask my parents to give me video games, and they were always release the video games and people would be camping outside of GameStop and stuff. And I'll be like, man, I want to go out there, but I'm like a teenager, you know, and I'm like, my parents aren't going to let me do that. You know, people are camping out there overnight just to get a video game. It's crazy how the world has changed, because now everything can exist like digitally as far as video games. And the fact that Starbucks only offered, it sounds like, their cup in person changed the game. And that is another tactic of creating their own demand.
I fear the real and true issue is not entirely rich or wealthy people. I fear it is a subset of people who woke up at 3 and 4 a.m. in the morning, stood in line on Starbucks, argued with the baristas to get a $30 cup, and when they couldn't get it, they got online and had a full-on panic attack and breakdown, fought with some people in stores for said $30 cup that was probably manufactured in China for 16 cents. I fear you guys need to stop saying eat the rich and start saying eat over consumers. If it's one thing this entire Starbucks debacle, along with the Labubu fiasco, should have taught each and every one of you, is that you guys are so easy to manipulate and so easy to swindle, and somehow rich people are the problem. Explain to me how. As long as there are people who overconsume, there will always be rich and wealthy people. Everyone is equally to blame for societal problems. Everyone. The same app that you guys got on acting a complete fool on over not getting or getting a $30 Starbucks cup, legislators have access to. They're watching you. They can see you. Along with having data from the Federal Reserve showing that despite upward trends and clear signs showing inflation and recession risks, consumer spending has not decreased. You guys are still spending. And ironically, all during a time that SNAP benefits have discontinued and federal workers are not being paid. They're probably saying to themselves, you know what? If they can afford a $30 Starbucks cup, they can afford to go another week, another month, another year. They are watching you. I can assure you this wasn't the rich or the wealthy acting a fool on those lines. Now, if this were Citibank, HSBC, JP Morgan Chase saying that they are doing a 50-year mortgage term at 2% fixed interest rates for the first 100 people, I would be out there acting a fool. I would be the very first one in line. If this were Anduril saying that they're allowing 100 people, 100 private investors to come and invest into their company, I would be out there acting a fool. But no, this was $30 Starbucks cup. I fear you guys are equally the problem. Okay? Bye.
That is the truth. You got consumers and you got producers. You got the have, you got the have-nots. And we can have this conversation all day, but the truth is, the people who complain about the prices, the people who complain about the economy, the people who complain about why they need to get paid more usually spend their money on things that don't make them more money. Wealthy people will use their money that they earned or money that they have earned through an asset, something that produced money. They'll get that money, invest it into another vehicle, something like the stock market or another business. Once they put that money into the asset that produces more money, they get that extra money and buy the luxury things. As to the people who complain about the economy all the time and worrying about getting a raise, a lot of the times they're using their hard-earned money, which is the money they trade their time for. They usually use their hard-earned money to buy luxury things. We've been told the lie that if you can afford the payments, you can afford the thing. So you can afford a $30 cup, then you can afford it. I can buy multiple $30 cups. Okay, great. But what if that $30 made you another $30 and then you decided to get the cup? You still have $30 that you wouldn't have had if you did not use it in a way for you to invest. It makes sense what she's saying. Let me know your thoughts on that in the comment section down below. If you like these type of videos, you definitely want to see this next one upcoming because it gets even crazier. I will see you in the next video.